Hello everyone, so here's another video on graphic design. Specifically, we're going to be critiquing some flyers together today. So sit back and enjoy. Okay, so let's start off with a quote from Salvador Dali. He's a famous Spanish artist. He is especially known for his work in surrealism. So he said, "Have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it." And this is a very powerful message since there's always going to be that little gap between where you are at the moment with your design piece and perfection. So don't be too afraid or too sad when your work doesn't turn out the way that you want it to be, or when people start giving you negative comments. These comments are for your own good, really. They're trying to help you improve as a designer, trying to help you improve your piece. Like I said before in the design processes video, design is for the audience. So it is very important that you get some feedback from the audience, and their feedback is pretty valuable. Okay, so here's the example that we're going to be looking at, Mock Head Start 2020. Head Start is a one-week in-person summer camp that MVRT holds every year for students who want to join MVRT in the following year or maybe perhaps later. Introduces them to the world of FRC robotics and how our team is structured, how our team functions, and teaching them some basic engineering skills. So it is for anybody who is attending MVHS next year, and we don't discriminate against anyone. So this year we didn't hold Head Start because of the coronavirus. We decided that safety is more important, and having online Head Start is kind of weird. You don't get the in-person hands-on activities, which is the bulk of Head Start. But we still decided to make some promotional materials so students can have a chance to test out their design skills, get some feedback on it, and just to get involved. So here's a must-shooter can list. If you don't know what this is, you can refer to the design process video previously. It's not too important. Just take a look at it. Leave it on the screen for a few moments while I explain the next few pieces. So then for the next few pieces, they're design pieces that students made for the Mock Head Start 2020. Just so take a look at them. When I show them on the screen, you can pause, think about some feedback that you give the designer. Keep it to yourself, or you can email me. I don't really care. But after that, you can see if your feedback aligns with mine. But don't worry if it doesn't. Design is very subjective, so it's okay. Okay, so this first piece over here is actually my design piece for the 2019 Head Start. So at the moment I thought it was okay, but now that I see it again, I really don't like it. So yes, okay, the alignment is pretty good, like horizontally, vertically, the elements are pretty aligned, the text boxes. But the biggest issue here is that there are way too many different fonts. There are way too many. So the title here, MVRT, is bolded. And then there's this italics Bank Gothic, smaller Bank Gothic, different Bank Gothics here, different colors of Bank Gothic. And then there's Lato, different fonts of Lato. And even here, the weird tracking or the character spacing between the characters, I don't really like that. But overall, I guess it's acceptable. A lot of areas to improve. From here on, the next few pieces will be from students this year. Okay, so here, this piece is pretty interesting. The alignment on this on the top over here, this diagonal line with MVRT, Head Start Summer Camp, and a Monviz Robotics team, it forms a diagonal line which gives it a sense of movement, a dynamic movement, which I pretty enjoy. I find it to be intriguing. But some issues are that the font, there's too many fonts as well, like different font sizes. It's pretty similar to the first piece, but it's better in that sense. It's this box over here, the description is too hard to read, and the negative spacing is pretty similar. A negative space means the space that is not taken up by content, by the way. Okay, this piece here, I find it to be pretty intriguing, as in the designer tried to use these lines to make different shapes in the background as like a sort of abstraction. It is pretty interesting, but the issue is that the sizes of the boxes in the background are too similar, and they don't seem to really be helping this promotional piece. I would try to stray away from completely abstract designs if you could. but it is cool how the designer tried that out this time. I like how all the content is in the middle. It's pretty clear. You can see all the information that you need. Oh, but the font of the title is incorrect. So refer to the branding guidelines for the proper fonts and colors. This piece here is pretty good, actually. I like the simplicity of the design. It's very clean. All the information, it's very easy on the eyes. And the key information down here is in a different color, so it is emphasized. I think the only problem really is at the top, maybe you can try to, maybe the designer can try to align everything right align here to make right align to this align here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Perhaps the image. It's not really from Head Start, but that's okay. And here, this is the last piece. It's a very engaging piece. You feel like you actually want to attend this camp. Especially the picture in the middle. It's very, you feel compelled to join. But there's some like minor issues around it. So the margins, they're way too small. So when you print this piece, the edges could be cut off, and also maybe some overlapping issues. But those are pretty minor. Oh, but the biggest issue with this piece is it feels very cutesy, which is not the aesthetic that MVRT is going for. MVRT tries to be more professional with the designs, so that is something to keep in mind. But since it's for Head Start as a promotional poster, perhaps it could be acceptable in this case. Okay, so finally, here's some inspiration that you might be able to look at if you have some time. Joseph Mueller-Brockmann. He's a famous Swiss designer, specifically known for his grid systems. You can take a look at his work, how he aligns his text boxes. That's pretty interesting. Otherwise, that's it for now. Thank you for watching.